Guys, and welcome to another best and worst. I was thinking long and hard about who I could do on this one, and I thought I'm gonna go for Brad Pitt, who we all know is a fantastic actor in a lot of really great films, and yeah, so I'm gonna give my best film of his and worst film, even though the worst film may not always be a shit film. It just may be a it's my least favourite because I don't want to restrict myself, if you know what I mean. Because there's some people who I haven't seen a bad film of, for instance, Christopher Nolan. So when it comes to him, it won't be a terrible film. Um, for the best film, I'm gonna do worst film actually first, and this is an actual bad one. It's Burn After Reading. I had high hopes for this, and even though Brad Pitt and John Malkovich were the two best characters by far, they still didn't save the film for me. I mean, the film in itself just doesn't seem to know where it's going, and kind of just throws it all together. It feels to me, even though it might just be I'm not used to the Coen Brothers because that was the first and so far the only Coen Brothers film I've seen. So it might just be their style, but for me, I just found it boring and the characters were bland. And yeah, Brad Pitt's character was very. He was funny and quite a good character in it, and John Malkovich's character was good, but I thought it was a bit underdeveloped. And the rest of them, the characters were just boring, and I didn't really care for any of them. So yeah, that's my worst Brad Pitt film. And the best, now I could have gone for my favourite Brad Pitt film, which is Seven, but I'm not going to go for that because I'm going for something else because of the performance he puts in. I could have gone for Killing Them Softly, which is a very good film. Brad Pitt does really fantastic in this film. It's a kind of I don't know what the word is. It's a kind of a thriller, but action kind of thriller, but it's not like over the top action. It's kind of like I can't think of a film what it's like. Yeah. Anyway, it's not over the top. It's got a little bit of action, but it's quite dark and kind of mysterious in a very small sense of the word. But also, I could have gone for Troy, which I think is the weaker of them three films that I've just mentioned. Of the three films I've just mentioned, but still, Brad Pitt puts a good performance in, and it is a very good film. But compared to Seven and Killing Them Softly, I think it's the weakest of them. But I think you can guess what the best film is, and it is Fight Club. Now, Fight Club is an absolutely phenomenal piece of film. I mean, I'd never heard of it until I watched it for the first time, and I can just remember once it finished, it felt like it had been like 4 hours or something. It felt like it was a long film. In truth like 2 hours, maybe less, a little bit. And yeah, I just absolutely blown away by it. And it's when I say it felt like it was about 4 hours, that's not to say it's a boring film. It's because they cram so much stuff into it, and yet it's not underdeveloped in any way. Everything is explained very well, and it just strings along so perfectly. Um, Absolutely brilliant performance from Brad Pitt. I've gone for this over Seven because of Brad Pitt's performance in this is absolutely outstanding. Seven does a brilliant performance still, but in Fight Club is more of the main character. I mean, he's in Seven, but I felt it was a bit overshadowed by Kevin Spacey in that film when he came into it, and he kind of just stole the film for me. But yeah, Brad Pitt Edward Norton as well, fantastic performance, but Brad Pitt's performance in this was absolutely career defining in my opinion. Um, so yeah, that's my best pick for Brad Pitt, and yeah, uh, I haven't seen The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which I really do want to see. It's another David Fincher film, I think, and there's another film that I want to see, and I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Uh, but yeah, fantastic actor. Best film, Fight Club. Worst film, Burn After Reading. Comment below what your best and worst are, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.